Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Lightseers Tarot by Chris Ann. Website for Chris Ann that I see on the back of her book here is chris-ann.com. That's Ann with an E. If you look at the bottom of that, or the end of that paragraph with her picture in it, you can see chris-ann.com. Feel free to freeze frame or check that out if you want to. Supportive Oracle cards, Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. Lisbeth is the artwork. She did the artwork. There's some websites in the back here. SheWhoIsArt.com I noticed the most, but there's a few other things there. Feel free to freeze frame and check out whatever you would like to, of course. All right, Libra. What do we have? That whole stack. Okay. Let's put your stuff down first. It seems a little like it might be a little messy. I don't know. You seem to be doing fairly well with this. Fairly well. I feel like you're being very realistic. Like, well, it's only going to be so good. There's a chance this could be family. It's a community of people that I feel like you've been around for quite a while. So if it's a work situation, these are people you've dealt with for a few years. I'm thinking you kind of mesh right in. If it's less than a year, it's one of those groups where as soon as you started, you fit in with everybody and you're going out on the weekends and you're like you have like some bonds with these people. So this is like a community where you have a very strong influence. I'm getting with the family. It doesn't have to be literal family, but it's like you have a very strong influence of this community. People do tend to listen to you. You're very solidified in this community. People tend to listen to you, or at least take in consideration how you feel it should be. This is the card that's kind of pulling in the most. I usually like this card for Libra. It's Aquarius, usually. That was weird. This energy is not working. It should be compatible. It should be more of an ally for you. It's not really working. I want to know more about it, though. Somebody who usually, or should be, I don't know if they usually or should be. I'm thinking more of a usually. Usually they kind of work with you, not in contrary. Contrary. Why are we saying contrary? Like, I don't want to say they're against you. Like, they're not trying to go against where you're trying to go. But what they want is not matching what you want. I think that's what it is. And you seem to usually be on the same page. The Hanged Man, that's number 12, and then the Ten of Cups. They're bored. There's some people in this situation that seem to be untouchable in their opinion. And for some reason, they're a little bit agitated about that. So they're trying to shake things up to kind of loosen some things up so that people who usually seem untouchable are a little bit more in reach. Because this is somebody who kind of wants to challenge somebody who usually other people just back them without question. And now they're starting to try to create doubt with that person so that they can cause some discord. I don't know what's going on. There's something a little off with this energy. For some reason, they just have it in their head that somebody who's been untouchable, that's not right. They shouldn't be untouchable. So I'm going to start causing some doubt, and then I'm going to question things because I don't like that people don't question what they do. It's kind of like they feel like the balance is off in the situation. Whether it is or not is a whole different story. They seem to think that whoever is untouchable or people don't question that person should be questioned more. Person should be held more accountable for something, or at least people should question what they do more. It's like people don't question what they do, and this person doesn't like that. I don't think this is appropriate. I don't think they really need to do that. They feel like things have become very stagnant and people are just getting along to get along, and they don't question things because they don't want to have any discord, not because things are right. It's a little bit off. This is an energy that I feel like would usually work in tandem with you, but is not working. They're not. There's discord. They're working in discord. They're creating problems. You seem to be trying to get along with everybody. This is not going to be a moment where you can get along with everybody. This is the challenge card. This literally might be the partner you have, if you have a romantic partner, that you got to be careful not to get too agreeable with that energy. Not like you want to cause discord with your own relationship, but it's kind of like you might be over agreeing on something and it might make things worse rather than better. Also, instead of being a love partner, it might be like a close sibling or a best friend or something like that. Somebody who, like, you like to watch their back, they watch your back, but it's kind of like if you become over agreeable with them, the situation is going to get worse, a lot worse, and not better. Because of this energy over here. This energy that's causing discord is creating a lot of doubt and making people question things. I feel like it's really out of place. It's really kind of like, they think this is going to balance out for the better by creating this discord. Now, what is the real problem for this person? Weakness, trying to, the Hanged Man upside down and the Ace of Swords upside down. Weakness, things that aren't true. I feel like it's mirages, and I hate to say it, but I think it's kind of like the way this person is saying things, they don't see it as lies, but it's like setting up a question and not giving the answer and letting people come to their own conclusions, so people start making rumors, which is kind of creating that's kind of creating a lie, in my opinion. How to explain this? Like saying, oh, I saw Janice the other day, and I don't know, I thought she worked during the days, but then I saw her hanging out with Ben. I don't know, they were just there. Huh. And then just kind of walking away and leaving people to question, like, wait, what? Janice is married to Perry. Why was Janice with Ben? Didn't they have a thing years ago? Wait, what's going on with Janice and Ben? Why are Janice and Ben sneaking around during the middle of the day? Like, they're creating all this self-doubt. And it's just kind of like creating these questions that are just creating problems. It's purposely misleading. This is going on around this situation. This might be actually even another person actually causing problems. Maybe working in tandem with this energy, because this energy just wants to create confusion so people start questioning things more. It doesn't seem like that's a good idea. Why are they matching up with this energy that's really not the best? I feel like that's out of standard or out of the norm. There's also another energy coming towards you, a very strong energy that doesn't like what's going on, that kind of sees their opportunity to kind of call out whoever this is, whoever the star card is. Somebody else wants to call them out. I feel like these are at odds. These people are at odds with each other. Is it that complicated? Jeez. Okay. They're coming towards you to try to figure out what's going on and to get your help to call out the BS. When they do, I see you're kind of like, listen, we all need to get along. Let's just pull it back for a minute. Let's not get angry with each other. Let's just kind of let it shake out. Let's give it a minute to shake out. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. All right. If Libra lets this just shake out, if they just pull back and just let this situation shake out as it's going and just kind of steps back for a minute, what outcome do they get? Let's be fair. Just the truth. Five of Wands, and then the Six, which is the Lover's card. Five of Wands is conflict and arguments. And then the Lover's card is like people passionately... I feel like the Lover's card is like people who usually get along or coming apart. But the Five of Fire, that's definitely conflict. I don't think this is going to go well. I think people who are usually very close are going to start kind of arguing with each other based on what's going on. Kind of like I see some people going, for example, no, Janice is with Perry. There's nothing going on there. This is ridiculous. We don't even know what's going on. I'm not going to ask Ben what's going on because I don't think that's right. I don't think anything happened. And other people are like, well, why don't you ask Ben if you're so sure? Why don't you ask them? Why don't you see what they're doing? Why don't you find out if that's something they did? Did they do things that they shouldn't have been doing. And they feel like another person going, why is that any of our business? Either way, a lot of discord, like, it's getting more ramped up. It's not coming down. It's getting more boom, boom, boom. And you could actually sort this out. It's stressful, but you could sort this out. Because what I see, if you're going to sort this out, if you step back, I don't think it gets good. I think it gets worse. I do think it gets worse. If you step in and sort it out, what are we getting? You remind people who they are. That's for one thing. And then you stop it. You block it. You get the Two of Swords. You will block it. You'll remind people who they are. And I feel like you'll just kind of like, wait, what's the problem? Okay, let me just... I feel like you'll even go right up to, like, for example, Ben, and be like, listen, Ben, I don't know what is going on here, but I want to stop the craziness. I want to stop the nut house from churning out more ridiculousness. People saw you with Janice this day, during the day. Do you remember that? Like, were you guys, like, planning something, or were you guys, like, working on something together? Like, were you just hanging out for the fun of it? And I could see Ben going, well, I saw Janice Wednesday, but that was like at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. I didn't see her during the day. I work during the day. I don't have time to hang out with Janice during the day. I like her. We dated years ago, but it didn't work out, and we're still friends, but that's all that is. When I was hanging out with Janice, I was also hanging out with Perry, so I don't see why that's anybody else's business. It's not. And I feel you kind of like, I'm just letting you know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Some people are just losing their minds, and I'm just trying to shut it down. I don't know why things are an issue, but I'm just trying to shut it down because it's foolishness. I think somebody's just trying to start trouble and just won't walk away from something that's not true. So I feel like you're kind of letting Ben know what's going on, and that you're letting Ben know I'm going to be shutting this down. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why people are acting the way they are, but I figure I get the truth, and I'll just kind of, shut it down. I feel like Janice and Perry are going to find out what's going on as well, so you might actually go right over there. Hey, Janice and Perry, I just want to let you know what's going on and that I'm shutting it down. I don't know who's starting what, but I'm shutting it down. Things are getting a little ridiculous before they become a problem. I just didn't want any ridiculous rumors coming your way and causing problems. I just want to shut it down here too, and I wanted to let you know what I was doing, and I'm just shutting people down, getting this to stop, because we all usually get along, we all have a good time together. I don't know why this is happening, but I just wanted you to know what I was doing, so that I didn't make you uncomfortable, or you didn't hear things going or wondering why I'm talking about you. All I'm saying is, you and Perry hung out Wednesday night. People are somehow getting that. You and Ben hung out Wednesday night with Perry, and people are getting it misconstrued, so I'm just shutting it down. And I feel like it's very uncomfortable, because even though when I'm saying it now, I'm like, if I feel like such a jerk for saying it. But it's kind of like I'm just letting, that way people keep getting along. I do feel like you neutralize it. I feel like you neutralize it and you tell people, like, we usually get along, everybody gets along. I don't know what's wrong with people right now. I don't know why people are starting problems. But I'm just going to shut this down. I just wanted to let you know what I was doing, because I don't want this to get worse. I want this to get better. Just so we can, like, figure out who did what and why people are talking. I don't think it's necessary. But this way, if I let you know what's going on, it doesn't get worse, it just gets better. It seems really uncomfortable, because, like, even when I'm saying it, I'm like, I don't know about this. I don't like the feeling of talking about it. I feel like maybe Libra, your energy, if you actually decide to do this, I feel like you would have a lot more tact for how you'd handle it. I think it would go a lot better than what I'm saying right now. So have confidence in your own abilities. However you decide you need to handle that, I'm completely confident you would handle that better than I would, especially right now, because it doesn't seem like, I don't feel like I'm saying it quite correctly, but I think you already got it. I think you're cool. You'll be a lot happier if you do that. Everybody seems to get along. You get a lot more, people seem to trust you a lot more, and people want to get along. You also give people reasons to get along and to not let this become a thing. I feel like you might even point out, every now and then people just get a little uppity. We just need to kind of like see it for what it is and calm it down. Just things like this happen once in a great while. Maybe somebody said something and they got misunderstood, and then it just kind of went like wildfire. I say we squelch it and just move on from it. I just don't want anybody, I don't want any more secrets. I don't want any more rumors. So I figure if I come to you face to face and tell you what's going on and tell you what I'm doing to shut it down so we all keep getting along, this doesn't have to be an issue. People seem to like you enough to agree and not want to make more discord. They want to be at peace. They don't want this to be a problem. we do return to this friendship energy. Everybody gets along again. That's great. Whoever this person is you normally get along with seems to be having an issue. Keep your eye on that one. Something's up. Something's up with that one. This may not be the last time they start trouble, but if you keep neutralizing it, the truth about what the problem is with that person may come sooner rather than later. This person has some type of issue. I'm starting to wonder if like this is somebody who, for example, maybe they're in a long-term marriage, their partner's been cheating on them, they just found out, they don't want people to know that, but they're so angry and they just want to they're just angry and they're causing problems because they don't want people to know what the real problem is in their life, but they're so angry that they're just causing discord for everybody else. It's kind of like if I can't be happy, nobody can be happy, one of those things. Keep that in mind. I think if this keeps going, sooner or later you're going to find out the truth. Especially if you identify, if you could, while you're watching this reading, if you know who this is, or you're like, I think I know who that is, take a closer look at what's going on around them and how their life is going. You might be able to nip that in the bud and find out what's going on and help this person work through it and move on from it and stop causing issues with other people just because they're unhappy, because it feels like that's literally what they're doing. Again, this person is usually a good person, but for some reason they're just handling things very poorly. And I know that this usually talks about Aquarius. I wouldn't look for an Aquarius. I don't think it necessarily has to be an Aquarius, but it's just somebody who's kind of like, they're causing issues. They're saying things they shouldn't be saying. There's a problem here. This is coming up in the position of what's not working correctly. So if you can identify that person, maybe that's what this whole reading is about. Identifying who that person is, and then kind of try to bring that energy down and kind of help them work out their problems and keep them from constantly causing discord with other people just because they're unhappy. Because I think that's what's going on. I think that's the major part of this issue. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.